Insanity is doing the exact definition of insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. The first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me, so boom, I shot it. The thing is, he was right.
Hello everyone and welcome to an Idiot. My name is Ante. So yeah. Welcome to another stream of Genshin Impact. Yes, I know that it's been a while since the last one, but don't worry. This time we're gonna continue with the story of the game because that's the only reason I stream this game. Not to see me grinding or anything. But hey, since last time... Oh shit, I forgot the audio from the game. God damn it. Okay, it's like this, and I have to reduce the audio myself, otherwise I'm going to end up deaf. Okay, although that way I wouldn't have to hear my own voice anyway, but hey. And I just do something. Since last time, I've been actually playing this game actively, no joke, like just you can see the level of the battle pass that I have right now and a lot of changes actually. For example, we now have no wait, why am I with this team right now? Oh yeah, because I was playing against this Regisvine, but now in our active party we have Rosaria. Not because waifu, but because she's actually a good damage dealer, a joke. So since last time I actually ascended a traveler. Why are you in Geo mode? What the fuck is going on? I have him always in anemo mode. But hey, I ascended a traveler to level 70 and the rest of the characters are at least at level 60 except for Barbara, who is at 50 because I got lazy and I didn't want to grind farm her stuff to level up. So hey, I don't know why I feel weird today, but let's hope that that doesn't affect the quality. Yeah, because I have a sort of quality to stick to, I guess. Okay, we're back to Anemo, my favorite element for a traveler, because even if a Geo for a traveler is powerful, I prefer the Anemo just because I'm idiot, I guess. So since last time, what things have changed other than that? Oh yeah, I ascended, well, I worshipped the statue of Barbados until the maximum level. So I have a lot more of stamina now. Yes, I was busy with that shit. But what else? I discovered a few things, like for example, there's another mission system in Monster and Liu that was there since day one, I think, but I didn't notice it until now because I'm fucking idiot. It's the commission system. No, not commission, it's like the reputation system, and it gives you extra rewards for some works that you can do weekly, if I remember correctly. And one of the rewards, interesting enough, was the recipe for these things. Give me a second. It was the recipe for this, which is basically a stone to find Geoculus and also a stone for find Anemoculus. I just don't have any on me right now because I don't need them anymore. Other than that, what else have I gotten that is of interest? A few more objects, like these cameras from other things. Parametric transformer that I don't know what the fuck it does, but I have it, so that's nice. And Endora, which is this mascot that I have with me right now. So that's related to a certain quest that just happened in Monster, if I remember correctly. about the water going really bitter and unconsumable for life, but we basically fixed it with this little fella down here right here. What did I say right here? He was wrong with me today. Okay, but he basically sticks around with us after the end of the quest. Basically, it was something about the spirits of the water becoming crazy, and also something being wrong with the land of the water. So maybe when we get there, we might find some other stuff. Also, people have spoiled me about some specific stuff about the fucking storyline that we're in right now. So yeah, thank you guys. No, but not like you guys, but I'm like getting used to the Genshin community to not shut the hell up about it. What else? Other than that, about characters and stuff, we haven't gotten new additions except for this guy and Rosaria, I guess. Because other than that, I've been just getting Noels, and you can see that the constellation is actually at this level because of how many Noels I've gotten. So yeah, it's nice. I just don't use her very often because Aldera is already Geo and I don't like to repeat my elements. So hey, I think that's very much everything that has happened since then. Now if please Twitch could work for me, because for some reason it's doing something weird with the internet. It's not like getting bad like it used to, but it's getting weird. Did I tweet this out? I feel like I didn't, because Streamlabs has been really interestingly doing things for me recently, and now why did I keep pressing there like a fucking idiot? Okay, yeah, this was here in Twitter and weird. Okay, yeah, everything is correct in Twitch, cool. So like we were saying, what else did have I gotten? I got in, as for the weapons, I have still festering deciding the Traveler because actually I like the skill. But as for Albedo, I actually gave him a 3-star Harbinger of Dawn, and it's a maximum refinement rank because this thing gives more critical rate whenever his HP is better than 90, and his abilities is all about dealing critical hits. What else? As for artifacts, I found out that some of the domains that I refused to do, right, because I'm an idiot, give a specific artifacts for a specific elemental attacks, like this gives for Anemo stuff, so I give this to Traveler. There's some similar stuff for other elements, but I haven't gotten them. Rosaria has this weapon, which is from, I think, forging with the blacksmiths, and also I got a new claymore for Noel, a decent one for a change. So yeah, let's just get on with the gameplay, shall we? Oh yeah, as for start quest, I think I can do clear the start quest, but I don't want to get banned, so yep, I don't want to get cancelled. No, but I'll do it. Don't worry, I'm just joking. First, I want to concentrate on this though. Also, while I was doing my stuff, I discovered a bunch of mining spots around here. I think these are not just from a specific quest, and I left them here because I mean, I didn't get them away from. But the rest should have at least an interesting mineral to check out. And I still don't unlock 100% of Louis because I got lazy. I think no, I have all the statues of Jill Louis. Then what the heck? Oh no, except this one, of course. Had to miss one. But here now, our quest is going us to go to the mountain, or to the mountains. So. Last time we checked, a person we claimed to be rich, I don't remember his name, but actually didn't have any more on him, made us arrange a lot of things for Rex Lapis' funeral, if I remember correctly, or the equivalent of a funeral for an Archon. In the storyline, I mean, because as for quest, we did the festival first, which was fun. Oh. I have to mark this spot. Allow me. It's actually a pretty good spot for mining. Okay, this is really good. And these blue ones are actually pretty good because they give you the best quality of ascension things. Yeah, I'm gonna call them earlier, why not? Also, I'm going too strong for the normal enemies in the game, but I also seen that I think I need to... If I remember correctly, I just remembered. Before doing, I need to ascend Yeah, I need to ascend the world level, but for that I need to visit Catherine before doing all this stuff. Otherwise, there may not be any challenge, and my level of world shall ascend to level 2. I've also been checking it out with what stuff? What I mean? Oh yeah, the local markets and whatnot, just to get as many reins that I can for food. And I think I got a new recipes and stuff like that.
Add Astra.
First this, give me this. I'm gonna send him again for this. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Basically, if you choose the number of hours here, you can get better rewards. I didn't notice that before, so I always send this tree that I never use for nothing. Kai and Amber have their uses because they have some stuff related to wall skills, but this tree don't really do anything for me. I usually exchange between this team, the team with a Noel and team with a Fiscal, and we have a bot right here. I'm gonna ban him. It's okay. Keeping Apple 2 007. Wanna become famous? Not like this. Thank you. I've been visiting a lot. Interesting. Okay, oh yeah, we activated the stuff from the battle pass because it's taking account some mining materials for some reason, but hey. Why did I not go and do whatever I needed to do? What am I, fucking idiot? Okay. Where's the Adventurers Guild? I already forgot. I think there is no major changes to talk about in the game. Other than that, really.
Add Astra.
Catherine is here. Yeah, but I need to know. Hey, didn't you give me the Ascension quest? There we go. Wonder increased to level 4. Monsters boss level increased. The wares drops upgraded. This is a little bit better. Ascension quest. So let's get this before anything. Because I am in grave danger for it because I need to level up the adventurers level to 40 to get better rewards. The amazing actually have better results in everything overall, but everything is going to become even more stronger, so maybe it's counterproducent. Okay. Obviously holding off to making the characters too strong just to have still some fun with the game and stuff like that. Something that I realized quickly after starting to farm and stuff for characters is just that I realized is that I started to realize the problem with this game is that there a lot of people are already going to be at max level and max stats and whatever when they're still gonna be dropping content. Which for games like World of Warcraft is understandable because they can keep upgrading the level and stuff like that in their characters, but that's because it's a linear progression. Depending on what your quest do. In this, it's a gacha progression, it's depending on how much you spend farming and spending money on the game. So I don't know if they're gonna put more level caps on the adventure level and the character level, or what they're gonna do to make sure the experience is still enjoyable for players that pretty much have grinded the hell out of the game. Now, Rosaria works with two really good abilities. The first one, which is normal elemental burst, pretty much makes her teleport a short distance to the back of the enemy, so she basically becomes Cool Steel the Hedgehog. She does nothing personal kill. And the elemental burst is basically a really strong AoE cryo attack, which could be useful. She deals a really good amount of damage, and she has some interesting passive skills. For example, during the night she has how much it was? 15% more movement speed, which is actually useful. Okay, you'll die. And I got recommended a channel of that's purely about Genshin. that discovers bugs and stuff, and it's very interesting to see some of the bugs that the game has had. And that's a thing that has contributed to MiHoYo to patch the bugs, because they become really popular and actually the bugs can be game breaking. Like for example, there was one related to Xianglin and her elemental burst, you know, the one that you are circling around by fire and stuff. So yeah, that was broken as hell and it was pretty easy to perform. So they patched it immediately, basically the same day.
They'll protect us.
Okay. And no, there's also been announcements about the third land finally being revealed. It's basically the land called Inazuma. And of course, based by a Japanese name, it's basically the land of the thunder. So I'm very looking forward to it, especially because I want to see elemental skills for the adventure about thunder. And maybe I will use those, depending on how they suit my taste. Because the states that electricity can do are quite interesting. Okay, let's freeze them. The hell. It's just that there's not that many characters with that element as their main element. And the ones they do, like Lisa and Fiscal, like Lisa I haven't used it much since the start of the game, and Fiscal is like, she's a good, what's it called, a good archer, I guess you could say. But yeah, I want some interesting elemental skills in that department, especially because we've already seen how interesting some of the powers are. Especially invested in how Klee works, because she has the power of fire, but with bombs, which is honestly amazing to see another character that has unique weapons, and we haven't really seen something like that since Klee, really. All the other characters use standard weapons. I know that Klee's, I think it's magic or something like that, but it's basically bombs in their looks, and it's cool. Oh. Okay, I should concentrate more on killing than attacking like an idiot, so yeah. So, fucking hell, I'm still bad at dodging even with all this stamina. I'm just an idiot on it.
We can do it.
But hey, I can compensate with Barbara's healing and Albedo's strength. I have also upgraded, another thing about it, I have also upgraded their talents. As you can see, upgraded, and upgraded. Barbara, I think, also has upgraded. It's very useful because they actually get some nice bonuses, mathematically speaking. Oh fuck, an actually interesting domain. And they're just challenges and stuff. I feel the audio now is too low, so let me fix that for you. Like that. Okay, cool. Oh, so the ray comes here. Supposedly there's been some cool things going on in the main story, so yeah, I want to see them as soon as possible. I still don't have more details, but I kinda know what happens. Okay, careful, don't fall. Okay, there we go. And keep going. Actually, oh shit, that's what I needed. Oh well. With this I can sorta cover the lack of fire, but not always.
You can't run. Yeah.
It's like sometimes when I need a fire I cannot cover its loss, and I have to compensate with raw power, which I don't have much of, sadly. If you could please stay away from the edge of the world. The edge of the world. You know, just like the part that we reached yesterday in Hollow Knight. Okay, that's that. I hope. I'm just gonna ignore them. I go directly for this guy. I forgot their names, but I think they're great Helicruits or something like that. But they're still Helicruits. Just like really big ones. allow me for a second.
You can't run.
I just love the tornado too much too, so I keep Dynamo Traveler because of that. It's like the power of Geo has a lot of damage and stuff, but being able to thrill with other elements and stuff like that can actually be pretty useful, and I think I prefer it a little bit to the power, especially because Albedo has that covered with his Geo and his critical damage. Still, I hope for some interesting thunder abilities, electricity abilities, whatever they're called. I don't remember the name of the element at this point.
Witness my great undertaking.
Okay, we got. I'm also noticed that there's being more interested from Pyro MiHoYo of incentivizing cooperation in the game, because they actually during the festival that we saw of Vinland, you know, and some events that happened while I was farming level and stuff, it has been incorporated options for tackling bosses and stuff, challenges too, but they have to fix a few things, because if you don't play with friends, there's a really good chance that you get people that only want you for your resources in your world. So yeah, better avoid that crap for now.
You can't run. Lights out.
Okay, down and die, and there we go. Cool. Actually take a lot of hits too and die, I guess, because they're level 60 as opposed to level 45, so this is the kind of guys I'm going to be confronting from right now. Okay.
Coming to be. Witness my great undertaking.
Actual tough shit.
Coming to be.
I love how quick the ability of Albedo is. Albedo. Keep forgetting their pronunciation, especially because the pronunciations are weird in this game. You know how some characters pronounce Helicrolls as Helichurls and Helicrolls distinctively. Even the same character sometimes in the story. Maybe I'm to do that mistake in the Japanese version. I don't know, I don't play in the Japanese version. A lot of people prefer that version, but I don't mind it. It's well done. Okay, there we go. And please die. Cool. Now the other archer. With the ability of Rosara, we can actually surprise a bunch of enemies, and I also use it to cover distance between archers and us, and sometimes even to dodge. It has those properties. It's pretty nice. There's no reason not to activate Barbara's skill whenever you can. It's good. Okay. Get frosting, idiot. Get crystallized and swilled. Oh fuck. Oh, I somehow got superconductor out of that. Okay, careful. I should have also eaten food. Now that I have a bunch of food options available to me. I even discovered recipes that can increase the power of my shields with skills like that they crystallize, or just the shields from Noel and other characters, because there's other characters that give you shields. Like one of the archers that I have actually has a shield skill. Okay, and go die. Thank you. It has a good reach. Still, you can miss sometimes. because you calculated wrong like I do, usually. And die. There we go. Dodging like shit, but challenge complete. I guess we continue to where? To here? Yeah, cool. Long domain. Door of Resurrection. The other domains are usually just challenges and stuff that you gotta do. It's not cool stuff like this. Actual dungeon. Well, like between quotation marks dungeon. It's battle centered. I started to notice. Okay, let's go. Still, I think that maybe it won't happen because MiHoYo is MiHoYo and a gacha game is a gacha game. But I feel they should still refine the battle system more. Because honestly, I see good stuff within using different elements for different reactions. But still, I feel they should do more than just, you know, clicking, pressing E and Q, depending on what you need. Maybe throw on them some combos that you can do. I know that the game is also for mobile, so maybe difficult to implement, but it's not that difficult if you consider that in mobile they just have to tap a button to attack, so maybe they can do it with different rhythms, like in a hack and slash game. I don't know, just ideas. Like for example, here I need fire. But shit. I guess we take care of you first. Just because they're very good at dealing with this fucking shells, even if it's not the element that we have to search. Come on, there you go. I usually change between the three because, like I said, Rosaria is also a good damage dealer. There you go. And according to her bio, she's not like that. What's this called? Interested in being a nun. Neither she is like this super worshipper of Barbatos. So that means that she has another reason to become a nun, probably. Or maybe it's just MiHoYo making a sign for making a sign, you know, I play that. Sometimes they're weird like that. Although the recent behavior has contradicted that, because something interesting happened in their other game, Honkai Impact 3. It's like, then what the hell are you going for? Okay. Oh yeah, this cannot get frozen because it's the element of cryo. Okay. Oh, now I can start this. Oh, I think that I didn't bring Xiangling with me, sadly. Okay. Yeah, I still use Xiangling from time to time. Even a Rosaria is my main girl for using the lungs now. Xiangling is still pretty useful because, you know, Pyro. Still, we can do this in 8 minutes, no problem. I defeated them in less. Although at lower levels, but I am really used to their battle now. Okay. Careful. Just keep getting this to avoid getting damage, and we're good. And when I can, get some damage going with Barbara. Like this. I also do things. Even if the Swirl doesn't do shit with these guys, the Anemo damage is good. And if I could get another element before the Anemo, it actually works pretty well. Like for example... I didn't catch it in time, sadly. Sometimes I'm able to catch in reactions and they're actually pretty cool. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. I can even heal whenever he's protecting, so that's nice. As you can tell, I have a really bad problem with dodging. have not improved in that at all. I don't know why. That's my life. Okay. I also drain my stamina way too quickly because I forget to let go of the... Well, not let go, like to stop running. Because to stop running you have to let go of the movement key. It's not only the running key. Which I think it's not that well designed. Because sometimes you can forget that you're running, and sometimes letting go of the key doesn't register it well. Of the movement key doesn't register well, and you're still in the running stance. Okay, fuck it, I did it perfect. I'll take that last one. Yeah, the elemental attack from Albedo is pretty good. So that's why we want his critical to be effective. Sometimes I don't get it, sadly though. Because then with all the ups, also some of his artifacts is critical plus, it's still sometimes it doesn't hit. I get chilled. Okay, we good. Okay. Yeah, fuck. Too late for a tornado. Yo, uh-oh. Well, I'm fucked. But I can use this to just keep hitting him. Well, I can at least.
You can't run.
Okay, you actually doomed yourself. Or maybe not. Okay, ow, ow. Damn it. Come here. I actually wanted to get Venti when he was on banner, but I couldn't get him, sadly. His skills are insane, and thanks to the wind bloom, I think it was the wind bloom bow or another bow, it basically can recharge the skills of the user automatically, and something like that with Venti is overpowered. I also haven't gotten any other 5 stars at all, so yeah, that's that. Forget that you need elements for dealing with this shit. Okay. So I think I'm not gonna get this last one. No, of course not. I still have 3 minutes. A little bit more than 3 minutes. Careful now.
I'll protect us.
And also because Venti is waifu. No joking. I like his design and all that. His whole personality is adorable. Okay. Go. Damn, please die. Also because I don't know, it would be cool to have the fucking Archon of wind in your team. Or at least another 5-star like D-Look is good. But also good. Yeah, it's done. And I actually leveled up 2 levels because I had a lot of experience accumulated after I reached the cap. So the world level has increased to 4. And now we can continue with our quest. Let's go. Drinking some tea. If you wonder what this whole blue area is about, whenever you use a Geoculus location stone, an area like that, it appears around the map and it tells you where a Geoculus can be, and you just have to find it thanks to that the map tells you approximate location. Okay, yeah, I wanted to put this. What's this?
Windblade.
Like for example, there in the map you can see a star. That's where the Geoculus has to be. Oh, there was actually this past week another a rerun of the books of Marvel stuff. You know that we're merchant that wanted to give you his funny boxes and stuff like that in exchange for random items. He came back, but this time it wasn't the same kind of event. He in fact just appeared in Monster all the time, and the trade was automatic. You didn't pick up boxes and stuff like that. I guess to make things more efficient. Okay, oh, we got here. I should have marked it.
That's the Jade Chamber.
Oh yeah, she told us to come here to gain you, didn't she? The question is, how do we get up there? We don't have the help of Venti.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't
You were my
know where
guide?
the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
You're only realizing that now?
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do.
I guess so.
Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
You think? Or you know? I forgot that lady something, I don't remember her name. Called us to discuss shit. I don't know why she wanted the help of a traveler, but okay. Especially after that we did, we just pretty much spend more. Where is it? Something is really hidden. Oh, there you go. I see. Ah. I just have to use Geo. And that didn't work for some reason. There we go. Oh, not here. Then where the fuck? Has to be in one of the sides of the common. Of the common, yes, of the mountain. Well, the mount. Okay, now they're tougher, but are still really close up. No problem, I can do this. And yeah, that's mostly it. That's usually it. Okay. That and that. I thought I had one more. Oh yeah, one inconvenience that I have is that I want to cook somewhere else. That is not the inside the towns. I have to change to Xiangling and fire up myself, sadly. Has to be somewhere around here. Come on. No, oh my god. Okay. I'm guessing the shields are gonna be worse now. Luckily, these skills pass any shield. Okay, I'm still dealing a good bunch of damage. I'm happy. Wow, that was fast. Bunch of artifacts. I already need a bunch of artifacts to level up the other artifacts I have. I'm guessing it may be like down, all the way down from the mount, and there's an entrance to somewhere there. But there could be not, maybe. I'm gonna leave it marked up and continue on my way. I'll search it for it later. So I'm just gonna continue here. Also, a lot of people are probably wondering why the fuck do you still use the Traveler? He's a class B character, because I play whatever I want, however the fuck I want to play. If I leave the Traveler to the side, it wouldn't be myself, you know? He makes this serious. No, but it feels like I really want to keep him around. Even apparently he's rated as a B class character, I still like him. And the one personality that we have given him is like, beautiful. Ah, so this is how. I didn't realize this.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy.
It's a Clover Paimon.
Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
It looks like some sort of trap.
No way! Just trust Paimon's instincts.
I think last time we did that it got us in trouble. But okay.
Windblade.
Yeah, because these things alternate anemo currents that you can use. Oh, a cutscene in the middle of lane.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Best we go back to Loyang as Melilet.
Huh? Why?
The way up shouldn't be a secret or...
Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right?
Or maybe this is part of the test that they want us to take.
Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there.
Where?
Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon has a new idea.
Uh,
Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
do you really hate me that much?
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety.
Well, I don't blame you. Everyone wants me dead recently. Still, I do remember that the ballista had a scope.
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Why not look at from here? We should have a better view from the water, shouldn't we? Well, at least we got the chest. It had just 2 Primogen, wow. Nice. Oh, hey. And the flying guards. So only the star symbol from the Geoculus disappeared. I wonder. I guess that means that it's really down from the mountain, not up. No, really, what the fuck are we gonna look for from with a ballista scope from way down here? And it's far ahead too. Okay. Down, down, down. Are those guards or Okay, they're guards. Guess I gotta ask them first.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Your owner. Hello, what? Now these are the wheels on Monte Engine.
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along.
Ningguang's, that's how you pronounce it, huh?
She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
We haven't explained the invitation to date yet.
Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How
Apparently, this guard formation is made by Jesus.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
That you don't have shame.
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
And you look really similar to your other 2 companions, mate.
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
You don't have to say another word. Am I really going to fucking kill guards? Well, good. I was getting tired of their shit.
You can't run.
Coming to be!
Yeah, we can get them all fucking beat down. That's how I like to solve issues in this world. And people thought Lumine was the bad one.
Who goes there?
Oh, more. You look really similar to your other companions, at least you have different hairstyles.
Great undertaking.
At least some of you though.
Wind blade.
What did you try to do? And dragon. You guards really should port a vision, don't you think?
This.
Since you're gonna be guarding and all. By the way, I think we haven't received a direct explanation to why some people have visions and why not everyone has visions. As in visions of the objects that give us the power of elements. Maybe it's explained in one of the books, but I'm too lazy to read them. Or maybe one of the side quests that I haven't done just yet. Well, there has to be a reason, otherwise everyone will be porting visions. Other than just being convenient for us, because that way they will have to confront elemental enemies all the time. Okay. We're just gonna... Yeah, I thought so. Come on. There we go. So, now we know where's around.
What's all this about?
Lady
I don't know.
Kojin, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem
Gotcha.
to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
Well, we're not exactly familiar here. We're looking for a way to the Jade Chamber.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
Nobody.
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Oh, another.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Well, that's convenient.
Oh! I'm Keqing, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you.
Why do you
Trevor.
guys all have weird
You're
names?
Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
I mean, where else should we meet?
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
I mean, everyone in Liyue is at least moderately in an economic position, knowing what we know.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
It's a gift from the god himself.
These Millelith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
Then why did they try to arrest me?
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
No, Paimon, like they attacked us.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
A mortal. Didn't he help us fix it?
That was...
Well, yeah, a tiny part of the work here.
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber? Just call me Keqing.
Okay.
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
Neutral sense? What?
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
Are you using me as a tool for war? Is this Naruto or whatever?
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you? Huh? You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god.
I mean, technically anyone could have killed Rex Lapis.
Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up.
Yes, I remember that was one of their things.
I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Okay.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Actually, that's true. Everyone in Liyue seems devotee to them.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing?
Interesting position.
Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share
No,
it.
actually, it's curious to know that there's more like you, other than Rosaria, and you remember it correctly. Someone, I think Rosaria was the only one that showed not believing it in the Archons.
Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained.
Maybe Albino too, but I don't know.
Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly.
It's weird.
How surprisingly civilized of them.
And Ningguang would prefer to negative, wouldn't she?
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here.
I mean, there's someone dead in the sense, yeah.
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
I like your way of thinking. Not always relying on deities is good.
Another super bold statement.
It's actually interesting because it's a good position to have, you know, in a world that is full of, you know, in a world that is, we know that gods are real and stuff like that. You don't have to rely always on them to, you know, take care of all mothers, even if they're divine mothers. Keep relying on them, and when they're gone, you will only have a bunch of useless idiots.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler.
What were you saying? I was checking out this rock formation.
You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule
We're just a
is
smoke.
packed to the gills all the way till next year.
Okay.
The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
That's not the point.
But wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Perhaps.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
The fuck? I was thinking of other things. Could you repeat it?
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
She made a good impression on me.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
You have shifted focus, haven't you, Paimon?
Right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
What?
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
In what sense?
Why don't we go with that for a gift?
And how will we make this thing you dreamed up?
With a certain boom shakalaka, of course.
Uh-huh.
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
You will learn bad things here. You really need more ingredients than the ones that we already have. I didn't show you my backpack, but I think it's pretty full with everything that we may need. Especially what I assume is going to be just slime and sugar. But whatever. But yeah, it's the stance of caching is actually pretty good. Because like I said, rely on the deities too much, and when they're gone or when they decide to not help anymore, you'll just have a bunch of useless idiots.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks looks crystal clear and
The fuck?
very delicious. That's
This
the
one? Why do you want to be slams of a stunning Paimon? Perhaps you really are the final boss of the game. Yeah, there's this theory going around that Paimon might be actually the villainous Archons. But I doubt it. Or I don't know. MiHoYo did something similar to that plus this in another game, so they might do it for this one too. But I doubt it.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance?
Oh yeah, I remember one of the things that I spoiled for me, but I cannot talk about it because I don't know if it's something that we can see on the story or that we could read in the books.
Huh? Did you hear that?
It sounded like someone calling for help.
It seems like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
They are JoJo posing. The heck? Wait a second. Twitch. Give me a second. Am I still live, Twitch? Oh, I'm still live. Somehow. Okay. Let's go. Is this looking well actually now that I think about it, because I'm concerned about everything now. You know, after the few incidents that we've having all this time. One grows paranoid to even himself. Okay, apparently this is not loading in Twitch app. I still forgot that shit doesn't work. Oh yeah, today was the Josh battle, wasn't that? That shit was epic. Man, that's the thing that will change internet forever. It's an event that has to be remembered because unlike the Area 51 raid, it happened. And I'm very proud for all the Joshes that went there, especially ones that wore masks and were actually taking in consideration the space. It wasn't good that they all gathered in one space, but I cannot really do much about that. But hey, it was epic. Cannot forget it.
You can't run.
And yeah, a little Josh won that fight, which was awesome. Okay, die.
With the wind.
Judgment.
I love it when I freeze them in midair, because that's how freezing works.
Witness my great undertaking.
Look, a critical from the elemental burst is nice.
Judgment.
Yeah, they're tougher, but not much of a problem.
Judgment.
Okay, okay. A hunter. No, that's from a different game, mate. You're on the wrong franchise here. Gonna say yes. A star here, do not forget, in case this automatic teleports up to Luya.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood...
How long have you been prisoner to him?
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
There's really no need.
Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you.
I only say this because it's polite, apparently.
I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques.
Antiques.
I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
What good could they get from capturing regular citizen
Is there anything that you lack?
without a connection?
Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Your Godwell is good enough for me.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for
Well,
something.
Paimon is the only intelligent one in this conversation. That's concerning.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
How do you know?
Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
And why only a box, Paimon? We could have basket for anything else, really.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
And why do you really want to eat us next? That's scary. Maybe it's underwater. I've seen some that are underwater and I have no fucking idea how to get them. Probably related to some other quests. Or puzzles, because there's some that open up different things. There was one in Louis that actually involved some statues. It was cool. Okay, let's see what they have for us. Hey, it's actually the store that I pass by always.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Actually, they're really nice boxes.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business.
You were concerned for your uncle because if he isn't here, you couldn't get anything to sell. And I am the heartless one.
Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great!
I don't think we can use this to contain that though.
Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
What happened to your voice line, Paimon? What the hell?
Sure. Please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome.
Why do you call me traveler?
If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
You have a very disturbed mind.
Done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
I don't know where this is going.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Why are you helping us?
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Oh, it actually looks good. I thought it would look weird. I'm still not sold on the gift idea though.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Sure. You know something? I also remember that now I know the names of mod travelers. They're in Aether and Lumine. We are Aether. Apparently your story is the canon one. According to the trailers at least. Okay. Get down. Get down. Get down. And up. Bam.
Though the clouds may darken and light
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yeah, it's today, not a month ago or anything. So, Paimon, how did you memorize that?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Maybe they plan us to make us part of them. They have different codes for different people. That's interesting. Oh, real cutscene. And there she is. Almost not renderized fully, but there she is.
Returnee from Jueyun Karst.
Wow, that was not the voice I was expecting at all.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Sorta.
Oh no, it's nothing.
It's my first time coming to a place this high up.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
Was this the one that... No, that was a different game completely. So how do you make it up?
It was the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
Apparently, in Tevat, they don't know how to scale things, because this is not at all the size of a moon.
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
How will they let you to do that?
Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
Oh, you know her.
As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
Okay.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
So you knew of us all this time.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No.
It was all of them, right?
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Uh-huh. I was talking to the Yuheng not long ago.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
Uh-huh.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude.
Thus the purpose of overseeing all of Liyue from this is not that useful, is it?
Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Kashin said that the question will not wish ill on Rex
Well,
Lapis.
I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
Do you blame
The
me?
reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Uh-huh. Okay, first things first, I need to take a photo. I need where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna use this function to take thumbnails from now on. Otherwise we may not have we may have bad quality photos for all that stuff. Uh-huh. No. Okay. Hide this. Thinking I love the phrase alpha pose. Alpha pose. Hide the eye. And I can do it this way. And I save, and there we go. Yeah, otherwise I cannot have a good thumbnail, sorry.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Only in the Brothers of Stocks.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained
There were more?
standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
Wow.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
Is that right?
Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that.
The arena happened before.
Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later.
Ah, that's fine.
Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before.
And how are you so sure?
Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Why hide the Exuvia then?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
Well, there's only one nation that is actively doing shit against the Archons.
What do you think, Traveler?
It's him, isn't it?
What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
I mean, there's only one of their agents here, so it's obvious who it is.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete.
Oh, well, you're really traditionalist, aren't you? Okay, enter here. I'm enter skill, enter war style in the normal attack. Yeah, you can rank up the normal attack.
What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Yeah, it actually is pretty nice. I like the details. Okay, let's go down. Through unconventional means because we like this. And there's books to steal. So if you allow me for a second. Calligraphy books, apparently yes, but I want this. Customs only receiving God. Receiving God. Medals of gems. Yeah, they updated, so if you take books now, there's no animation. It's basically just registering it in our codex.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
And I'm just gonna think of my issues.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
legendary wall?
What wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That one.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets.
Yeah, no joke.
But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really. And I
mean,
think you're quite aware of that.
Considering that people just give me free stuff, then yes, I'm not interested for that.
If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
For what exactly?
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Keqing...
I'll go with Keqing and her skepticism of the divine.
You'd pick Keqing? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes.
I can imagine.
But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled.
I mean, yeah, that's a powerful phrase.
I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Is rumors that Fatui has had any of these rumors?
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
Does everyone know?
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them.
Really? What the fuck happened then? 7 nations start a war with their fucking nation.
Allowing the right of parting
the
to
6
take
remaining.
place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their right so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
You don't know the word appropriate time, do you?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please.
Really?
And you may take it with you.
That's a generous offer, as I sense a trick.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see. What should we get? One of the sheets on that wall.
What?
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail.
You think so?
Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for.
I prefer something more useful than that. But whatever.
Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Papers, no. I have the feeling this is not going to be that easy.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
I wonder what's the map this for.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here.
These interesting symbols.
Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy.
Huh?
Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
But it's important.
This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot.
I mean, it's the same shit that they did in Mondstadt. Except for that one Fatui that was actually pretty nice.
The research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Ningguang is clearly trying to steer us there.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then?
No, what I mean is...
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Or just, you know, go detain the Fatui that we know that are here.
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something.
I mean, now that they spoken of sides and shit, it's... I don't know, it's a weird stance to have around now, especially when they're talking about the god of their land. I know that they're just speaking about deities and stuff, but the fact that they can't take those advantages is weird.
Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Sure. Are we just gonna take that and not take a photo of it? Okay, whatever. I thought you wanted more. Are we really just going to leave like... Okay, I don't mind because it's like... I don't care, but... I don't know. I thought it would be weird seeing as we're guests. What I guess does what I guess does. Okay, that's over here actually, a place that we've been many times before. There's also a thing that it allows you to eat quickly without having to go to the menu. I just need some materials to make it though, to forging. It's very useful, especially if you're in cooperation mode or online for whatever reason. I cannot pause. Oh hey, there we go. Fatui corpses. Just what I didn't want to see right now. But hey, anyways, I try to do this.
Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Yeah, do you think you don't know why? It's going to take a while. Ah, there we go, the fucking shield. And I cannot get them frozen because of that crap. But I can do this. I thought I would get it right to the wall, so they will keep swirling with it. Shit, that's close. What the heck happened to you, dude? Were you all tired all of a sudden? Dude. I think we may have... Oh no, there he is. Okay.
Let's dance.
Just spamming that random pistol to heal on himself apparently. No, don't heal, don't heal. Target that normal, what the fuck? What does that mean, game?
You can't run.
Come on. Bye. There we go. That and that. Keep going. Careful, careful, careful.
Ready, steady, go!
Burst forward.
Okay, can you stop regenerating your fucking shield, please? Okay, get on this side
With the wind.
and keep pushing him.
Burst forward.
The good thing is that you can still affect him in the normal shield even if you shield up, so yeah. You can still do damage, even if it's not good, we can still do damage.
My great undertaking.
I really like this setup because it's so much damage and just a little bit of healing, although I need some support though too. This is good. You can do shields with the crystallize and just heal with Rosario whenever I need it. It's good damage. We still could improve, I feel. We're missing just two. I like their designs as enemies. It's curious. Are you dead? Not yet, I guess. And there's one up too. No, I thought you were died. There we go. Ah, shit. Got her. Off fire, just what I needed. Well, I can just do this and banish that shield in an instant.
Feel this ancient power.
And... oh, hey, there's another one of the big guys over there.
Coming to be.
And die. Nice. And there's still the big one there, but let's see.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for?
Maybe they're trying to reproduce a talisman?
I haven't seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
Really?
But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
Did he give us a fake?
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect.
But... wouldn't they need more magic for that?
Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Maybe the paper is on the snippet of a much bigger plan.
And the plot thickens.
Of course.
I need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
Yeah, I already had my eye on him, but I lost track.
Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Okay. So is that everything that Ninja wanted us to talk about? Really? Feels weird, but okay. I guess she is the kind of person that likes to speak of things unfrontly instead of downfront. Okay, let's go over there. Even with all this stamina, I still burn it up at the same fucking rate that I did before. So yeah, it's amazing that every time I get more, I just burn it more and more and more and more like an idiot because I don't stop. Like look, if I do this and let go of the running, it doesn't stop running. I have to let go of the movement arrow. Oh, the fuck was that? So that's why I always forget to stop running. So it's a little bit inconvenient for me.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago.
I doubt that.
Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. I've never seen such a fancy
You really are focused
before.
on money, aren't you?
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
Ningguang.
What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Well, business people are always friendly when it suits their interests. Just look at
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine.
Well, it's not that no respect. She's more saying that we shall still rely on ourselves instead of just relying on divine.
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
She's highly ambitious.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that.
No joke.
It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
No surprises there.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
I mean, after what happened in Mondstadt, I am inclined to believe her.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Then why the fuck have we all the other nations not eradicated them? Well, maybe the other nations have some sort of deal with them. I have to think this better. Now they're trying to repress the sigil permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
It started raining. That's dramatic.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingce Village has glaze lilies.
I'm guessing the best of the best glaze lilies appear here.
Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers.
Ping.
Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people.
I thought so.
They won't do it all.
Wild lilies.
Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song.
Convenient.
Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war
That's why it's a marsh.
landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out.
Oh.
Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild.
Really? Hello, me. This is something because I'm quite concerned now with stuff. Let's see. Does this here Airtel? Now, if Twitch could only load for me, that would be amazing. But no, Twitch has never been kind to me. Well, now if Twitch could only load for me, that would be amazing. But no. Okay, there we go. It's sounding perfect.
Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense.
Really? Hey, what the heck? Oh. Weird. I'm just checking something here. Then why? Oh, that's why. Of course.
But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You mean you need me to pick them?
No. I need you to sing to them.
Yeah.
Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Dude, you really didn't hear me singing Simple Plan, didn't you?
So how good is your singing?
I guess I can hold a tune.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
Because you shouldn't believe me at all.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Okay. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please. Oh baby. Alright, I'm gonna stop torturing you. Wow, I'm so out of tune. It's amazing. I'm dying of heat now. Wow, convenient that there's just some here.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Fuck, I don't. Adobe. Not me. Just a second. Final up on the top of the world, and I will never rest for a second again. One more time, I have beaten them out. The sound of gasoline announces the end. They all said I'd best give it up. What a fool to believe their lies. Now they're fallen, and at the top, are you ready for now to die? I am. That's my song. Well, that's not out of character.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song
I don't know what they're kicking me. What an inconvenient time for it to start raining, isn't it?
Punishment.
Well, yeah, I think they got angry because I am so out of them. And they don't have fucking fire to deal with them. Amazing. What the fuck?
You can't run. Come on, we can do it.
Okay. Wait. Ow. Ah, shit. That hurts, man. Yeah, I have a bunch of footage. Oh fuck! I can't believe you done that. Okay, and use this. Yep. Okay. But I'm gonna need some of this and some of defense weapon and some of this.
Why has everyone stopped singing?
Okay, now I can use this on her. It's the revival item that I have. Be careful. Oh shit, I made her stuffed. It's not good. No, please. I beg you. This is the worst thing ever. The fact that they caught me when it was raining, it's the worst luck ever. No joke. Well, I can freeze you too. You're not the only one that knows how to play that game. Shit. Come on. They can stop me in the middle of the attack. That's impressive.
You can't run.
No! Ow. I'm dead. Please stop the fucking rain. Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Holy shit. I'm trying to use the animal stuff, but I forgot. I'm dead.
Protect us.
Okay, just die already, thank you. Wow, that was stupidly tough just because of the conditions of the terrain.
Burst forward.
You can't run.
Okay, there we go. Nice. I'm dead, mate. I cannot respond to you.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those flowers actually put up quite a fight.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's a...
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Kenny.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? I can't remember.
Greetings, Django.
Yangu? Who's that? You have completely forgotten my name, haven't you?
Nah, just messing up with you.
Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Short.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
No, you didn't.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
It isn't a secret, so perhaps you just someone we knew?
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Like I forgot your name.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
Ah, I see. Multiple personality disorder. And now how the fuck was this thing called? They changed the name really recently, actually. Well, not that really recently, but recently. Dissociative identity disorder. Really common amongst the rich.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Because she's one of the sick people that enjoy going outside, not like us gamers, Paimon.
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it.
Oh.
Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet.
I wonder, is this an accessory or...
When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Oh. 5 of the original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. So that means...
Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Oh, fuck.
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's God of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old.
He's not even me.
Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
Was more than 6,000 years old, god damn.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
Curious then. So Venti is the only one. I guess because he was smart and actually just left his people to
So what
their
do you
own.
think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis.
Yeah, this is the exact problem that we were talking about.
But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Can imagine.
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chian.
Yeah, thought so.
Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
So you're old.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're how old? That explains the forgetfulness.
Let's save that conversation for another day.
I'm an asshole.
You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Nice, yeah.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Oh, fine, we can learn a ballad.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished.
This gives an excuse to the programmers to not program any object for the glaze lilies.
Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Surely you seem suited to working in agricultural development.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Honestly, that's a good philosophy. Always have time to remember, like examine yourself.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all.
Because if you get too invested in your own stuff without ever checking yourself up, you may end up transforming into something you don't want.
Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Okay, I'm still dead, but now I can recover with this. And luckily Aurora has her skill active, so I don't have to waste food. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually pretty familiar now with how Liyue is in infrastructure and everything because of how many daily quests I've been doing for here. Okay. I don't pass too much through the mountains, so I don't have a lot of adventuring through here yet. The reputation system actually tells you how much of the region have you explored. Apparently on Monster I'm only 70%.
The city gate is swarming with Millelith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened.
I don't like this.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
That means we mustn't let you do anything.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Jueyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city.
What exactly they're trying to do?
However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
Because they want something out of this.
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui.
I mean, she's right.
Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you.
Because you will use this as a fucking opportunity when they cannot scan you. That's actually reasonable.
Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Is there anything that we can do?
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at
Oh, fuck.
Things are taking a turn for the worse.
So it is then.
I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Do we even know what a fuse is in this world?
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword.
You think?
So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
You know, Mr. More Money Than Sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad.
Yeah, there's a reason why the Fatui now on watch.
But where could we find him now?
In the only place that we know the exhibits could be guarded.
Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place he will go. I love how one criminal nation is allowed to have diplomatic shit in there in other nations. Although, like I said, maybe it's because they have good relations with other lands, like in Inazuma they could have something different of relationship that they have in Mondstadt and Liyue. I don't know, we still have to see that. But it seems that they're known for their ways in every nation, so maybe the nations are just dumb.
Feel free to take a look around at Sigu Antiques.
The Golden House. Actually, haven't visited yet. To not ruin the first experience for it, because there's a thing in the battle pass that gives you a lot of points if you do a supposed challenge that is there. So yeah, let's see that. Actually, now I think about it, may have not been a good idea to develop now the world. Oh shit. Okay, allow me to actually restore my forces, because I think I'm gonna need something. And up, and up, and up again. Oh shit. Alarm momentum. Why do I have an alarm attack? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I guess it was for something different in a different day, but I forgot to turn it off, and I'm stupid enough to forget to turn it off every single day. Golden House, I still don't know how they all agreed to have the money of Tebat all in here. The Golden Shadow. Your pursuit to the truth brings you to the very heart of the political storm that has been slowly brewing in Liyue Harbor. It's time to peer beyond the glaring gold and see what lurks in the shadows. Oh wow, 60 FPS for a second there. Yeah, I think we're good, I guess. Oh. Okay.
This is the Golden House?
Get all the money you can, Paimon.
It looked impressive enough from the outside.
Holy shit.
But who would have guessed that it was even clear?
Why is this not guarded?
And so full of Mora.
Why is this not guarded? What's their problem? Oh, it's guarded, but all they're out. I mean, it's irresponsible.
All Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
If they were that easy, this place would have been emptied long ago.
Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
Why? It's probably plastic or magic imbued money.
Up on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
We better check on the Yoxabia first.
Right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as
There's some dead guards on our left, Paimon. I just cannot see them right now because of our angle.
Look! What happened here?
The Millelith.
Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
I have the feeling they probably already got what they wanted. Especially knowing what they got from poor Mandy. Hello, Rex Lapis. It's glorious.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Well, the thing is, child, I have a sort of duty to deal with these people if I ever want to find my sister, so yeah.
Huh? Who's there?
Who else?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself.
I don't want to cause a worldwide war, idiot.
But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Well, it looks like I was just in time.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
Not really.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
I mean, it's a plan. We know it since we did it to Venti.
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Well, not if I have to say anything about it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
Well,
the time
that's
for
sure.
discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit.
Why does she want to keep the pretenses?
Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
We already knew, Paimon.
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished.
Yes, actually, that was an asshole.
Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she?
Yeah, actually that was a clever plan instead of putting her head on.
When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions.
That actually sounds like appropriate for a criminal organization.
But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
And now I know where you're going to be failing this plan, buddy. You're an idiot, you know that.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Hopefully we can retain this one last time.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle.
You have a plan in mind and you're probably going to let me here rest in shame, aren't you?
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
Okay, I could never defeat you, you're completely delusional, my man.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Let's see.
This chance is...
Yeah, give me a second first. This... 25... Shield. Okay, this is attack. Crit rate. And there was physical attack. I don't have that anymore, do I? Okay. Sprint.
Hard to come by, so show me all you've got.
Okay.
So very few ever get the chance to square.
Oh wow, an actual battle 101.
So come now.
We're another character.
Me, and don't you dare disappoint.
I tried to not. Yeah, I like it that I have to do reactions to get him first.
Burst forth.
I can just keep doing this all day thanks to the shields, idiot. Oh wow, this is nice music. It's the ultimate. No, fuck. That has a good range.
Judgment.
Poor time. Coming to be. So quick to flee. Run all you like.
Well, you told me to run. Your own element can be your demise, idiot.
Punishment.
Shit. Okay.
Judgment.
Coming to be. Devil's calculation. Moments of birth.
Yeah, you can hit my rock.
Let the show begin.
You've made some progress.
Oh, oh. Yeah, he changed style.
Cowering already?
No, I'm just seeing your obvious patterns.
Coming to be.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more seriously.
No?
Good. No wonder, Senor.
Delusion Unleashed? Do you have another?
Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself.
So that's your real spirit, man. Wow. You're an Electro.
Show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Okay, I like that.
You can't run.
Gotcha.
I'll protect us. You can't run.
Live.
Careful.
Come on, we can do it.
Burst forth.
It's good that I have the blood armor on my side, idiot.
No use hiding back there.
Okay. Huh.
Judgment.
Coming to be.
Okay. Careful.
Shiver.
Wind blade.
Yeah, that's why I like Anemo 3 elements at once. Potentially.
Got some skills.
More. Oh yeah, this is the thing they spoiled for me. Although I kinda sensed it already, so no big deal.
Burst forth.
You can't run.
Crush you.
Oh, of course.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But
You have a lance and
that's
this
about
sword,
as
so.
far as you'll get.
No! It's actually my own power. I'm actually using too. Wow. Yeah, I thought so.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected!
Well, fuck.
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh?
Huh? There's nothing?
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Why would I want it? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I was wondering why only the others had that forms. Okay. Tartaglia, child, 11 of the Fatui Harbingers.
But this is going to cost you!
Oh. Oh! Fuck. Well, channel. I guess we keep playing.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose?
I don't know.
No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
Oh, well.
We didn't take it!
Paimon, he doesn't have to know.
With the wind!
You're less agile in that form. Oh.
Judgment!
Okay. Be careful. Oh, interesting music. Huh?
I'll protect us.
Coming to be.
Always drop that. Have more critical chance. More attack and everything.
Punishment.
Oh shit, that actually hurt.
Let the show begin.
Okay, let's be careful and just regain some health. Like this. Oh, oh, no, no, shit. I see that one coming. You still keep your burst, don't you? Curious. What the hell is this? Ah, fuck.
Burst will witness my great undertaking.
You actually packed quite some moves there. Interesting, interesting.
I'll protect us.
Okay. The one thing, even if I cannot use the elemental reactions, their damage is still there, so no reason not to do them when I can.
Disappear. Coming to be.
Okay. Okay, good. Ow, ow. Careful. Get out of the fucking way. Okay.
You can't run.
Oh, now what?
Maybe
There
this
has...
is just
Oh no.
dark design.
There has to be a way to get out of that.
We can do it.
Die here.
Damn it.
Let's dance. Huh.
Rich.
Go, Barbara, go. Hi.
Oh, that still gets me. Damn it.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yeah.
You can't run. Live.
There.
You can't run.
Yeah, actually got me. Damn.
Let the show begin.
That was space, I guess.
Yeah.
Burst forward. Coming to be. You can't run.
I'm just getting shields for my own elements. Oh, sticky keys, sticky keys!
Let the show begin. Oh.
God damn sticky keys.
Oh. Yeah.
Coming to be.
Uh-oh. I guess since we were having trouble with him in the cutscene, this is actually going to come in our
Die.
in our death. I'm not gonna need you. I'll let you off this time. Oh, actually won. Surprising. So wanna go run around?
Look, Child's back to normal again.
Maybe that's his normal size.
Well then, time to cool off.
You see why Signora preferred to do it the other way?
It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through.
So is that an ability for you, Fatui?
And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
You finally realize
You
it.
had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
I guess then because I'm collecting the powers of the seven elements.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes.
And your eyes seem dead.
But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
You can just eat it up.
This battle has already left me satisfied.
You get over this, don't you?
Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown...
Wow, what a good friendship, man. I tried to kill you the other day.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
I don't know. Is that a tradition in your land, child?
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Oh, you really look dead in the eyes.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
I was thinking the same thing.
What? So you mean that...
The corpse was fake.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least.
I don't know why you were collaborating with Child's deduction, but apparently we're done.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
Do you really think they will let you after what you did in Mondstadt?
As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
Uh-oh.
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise.
Ah. Well, that's Villainous inspiration number 4.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
Yeah, children, no, like generic villain inspiration number 3. Generic metaphor with children number 10.
So what are you planning to do?
Although that one is quite rare because it's usually children have to learn when to grow up. Children have to listen to adults. This one of eating their vegetables is quite rare.
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
Oh no.
God?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex.
Why are you telling us this?
The Geo Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo Archon stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
I have a feeling since they have their guard and all, he won't.
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How could an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
I mean, Paimon, we still know that they're still at least asleep in Dragonspine. There was still corruption from one of the eldest dragons.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Oh, so that's why you wanted it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
You were trying to duplicate them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research.
I thought so.
With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Oh fuck. Wow. Shit. This actually was worse than I thought that we could handle. Oh my god, no. Oh, so you mean that kind of god?
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Fuck. Let's go.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast.
He was using magic.
What's going on?
Okay, this surpassed every expectation. This was a good backup plan, child. I give you that. Oh. I have an idea of what we could do.
Paimon's exhausted.
And Hydra.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
I mean, it's the only safe place during an inundation.
Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
I mean, it's all over down there without those water and stuff, so I think all the people may be dead.
What are you doing here?
Oh, hey, hello, Xiao.
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber?
I don't know, Sachi, maybe because you let go of shift at the end. Hello, Sachi.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite
And you
against this common enemy.
You finally concentrated on the matters that actually matter.
Oh, Paimon gets it.
actually a good question.
Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
I mean, this thing is bigger than anything else.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even
No
stand
worries.
at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, understandable. But basically, a summary of what happened. Turns out the god of Louis is not actually there. It was all a cover-up. We fought with Child, and we're now here. I don't know how that escalated in that way, but okay.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
Wow. They must have had a lot of power.
So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What?
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
So we're gonna die drowning.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy.
Ah, yes.
And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own
Baleadas.
hands is
Enjoy them.
For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering
Yeah, I
to turn
thought
this
so since
ballista
he
into
didn't
an
seem
engine of
natural,
war
and
beyond your wildest thoughts.
just like Venti, he has multicolor hair.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
Brown gang. Yeah, I thought this would have some sort of mechanism like that. They always do. Want to play Smash? I can't because of my internet, remember? Oh, there's more. Oh, fuck, no.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
If only we could just go instead of speak. We actually went to act instead of speak, that's good. Okay, time to go against the Fatui, I guess.
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Oh shit, okay.
All able Millelith, with me!
Protecting Bile and cool music too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made
I should have
of.
prepared for it.
What strength remains within you? One wishes to
Yeah, this is a
witness.
story event. This is the ending of the Louis main quest. Okay, there's more there.
You can't run.
Let's kill them quickly. Come on. Die, damn it.
You can't run.
Okay, go. There.
Feel this ancient power. Live.
Anything else? I know, right? I don't see anyone else. Game? Game? Okay.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be
Really?
careful not to get hit.
Oh no, shit, Sherlock. Ow. Well, look at the consequences of my own sassiness.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snatch
I think that is draining. I can use the power of Cry really easily this way. But like, yeah, I have it. Only for show, but I have it. Ah, fuck the water. And it doesn't affect them.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
What?
Adeptal energy.
Oh.
That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars.
Oh wow, we're actually doing much more damage.
Shockwave.
Thank God.
Brady's really strong.
Right. It's funny because we're only using people from Monster to defend Leo. Okay.
You can't run.
Yeah, I got Rosaria. She's actually pretty well balanced character for a 4-star. Okay.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil.
Survival
Cast
capacity.
no fear of injury by the wayside.
That reminds me, this and this.
With all your might, I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
Kill that. Okay.
My name means swiftness. Take
Oh,
my
nice.
power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Shall means swiftness, what the heck? Careful. Okay. Okay. Okay, can you shoot already? Yes? Okay, thanks.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Maybe.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Okay, seems pretty easy to use. Wow, this is powerful. Although I know that I'm not doing as much damage as fully 90 level characters do. It's funny.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
There we go. Oh shit.
Burst forth.
Dead. Come on.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words,
What gives?
if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Disappear.
Careful, careful.
My great undertaking.
Okay. Chile just left. What? Oh, by the way, Sachi, did you watch the battle of the Joshes today? It was epic.
Burst forth.
Let's dance.
Lights out.
Look at me. You can't run.
Nice. RIP. I just was able to watch the last bits and I summarized sadly too. But man,
Moments of burst.
there was so many people attending it that it was unreal.
Fight on, comrades. Once
Duel
we
of
finish
San
this
Francisco
battle,
element.
the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
There we go. I was actually nearing the time limit then.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Oh. Yeah, it's probably not going to take getting shot at kindly. Oh look, a lot of generic cards.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But
Not
the
that I
Jade
know
Chamber
such a...
is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
Oh.
What is the meaning of this?
You'll actually give it away?
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Damn. I don't know how you made that explosion, but that was actually quite effective. Ah, look, the graphic settings have been upped. Wow, that actually was an interesting way to finish the battle. Well, I've never heard of them, such a. It seems so.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade.
Hopefully they don't throw another one at us, considering they've been manufacturing this plant for what seems like months now.
The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time.
And he never appears, so I guess Child's plan was not correct.
It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
No joke.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber.
Which is the way that's why it's surprising she sacrificed it.
At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations.
A leg for a leg.
Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
Well, wasn't this clear from the start, Mooncarver?
I mean no offense.
I how the characters load up.
Our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new
Oh,
light.
I'll take your word for it. Sadly, I cannot test them.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
That doesn't... Wait, so anyone that has a dream about the Archons is special?
In the dream, I yearn to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade.
I mean, trade is the effect of a normal society, so...
But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
I guess we're all on the same side for convenient reasons.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Well, when there is discord between the Guardian that as they were meant to defend, you're just destroying your own duty. No caldo now, holy fuck, it's way too hot now, Sachi. I cannot have caldo anymore. Harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon.
Ah, right, I forgot. The Four Winds became corrupted and actually attacked.
The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learn in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
What?
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
Did you just arrive now?
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last.
I don't know
Thanks
how you
to
did
the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
How much did they pay you for saying this?
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Apparently doing that is a thing for all day, so yeah, who cares?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
Why are they still alive? I don't understand. Everyone, at least in the coast will be dead at this point. The waves were too big. There will have been big tsunamis.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
Again, I'm wondering, why the fuck does the guard doesn't have visions?
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks.
Because this way I can be more annoying.
Things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Epic.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus.
When did her eyes suddenly die?
You see, this is what Liyue is like today.
Yeah, just two people. We can see it with two people.
The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
And you only realize that after 3,700 years.
Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
I wonder who the fuck decided on your names.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Wow, Sachi, you better study. They're trying to understand things from their perspective, even if they're struggling it.
Let us return now.
Although Xiao should already be familiarized with it because he was in an inn.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Oh, that's your real name?
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation.
But don't get your spirits on it, sometimes unexpected surprise.
One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition.
Even if sometimes you want to cheat, you have to be prepared for any eventualities that you never know.
Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Can you not fly too?
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
I mean, actually fair point, because there's not that many strong people that are outside of the Qixing. But I guess it's just a matter of trust.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing.
Wait, who the fuck is Rex Lapis?
Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up.
If that idiot got caught before even coming here, that would be really weird.
Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too? Hyman doesn't get
Derailed.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing?
I mean, do you still have doubts of who is Rex Lapis?
Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Especially because he's the only other person that we have seen apart from Venti to have multicolored hair with a tail. And a different aura than everyone else. 6 protagonists in a single movie. Marlon Wayans? Oh, give me a second. Which movie? I'm not familiar with it. Oh fuck. Can't believe I've done this. Bam bam highway to the danger zone. I see.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Because of the recent deaths.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
Where the fuck did he went? Oh my god.
When we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
If he did what I think he did,
Make sure that everything is okay.
he is really gullible. Shaolin. Yeah, pronunciations are a little bit weird in this game, especially in this region. Every time was better when we deal with normal names. Yeah, what the fuck was the bank? Oh, it's not Chinese? Oh fuck, no. No thanks. Up here it says.
Take a look around.
Although I think it's only available in Japanese. I don't know if it's available in Chinese too. Although it will make sense because it's a game from a Chinese company and stuff. What the fuck? I don't understand this marker. No! Ah, fucking hell. Why do you run off the fucking stairs? Okay, there we go. There you are. Revali moment.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
The fuck did you do?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land?
Technically, Venti has that ability.
You must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Why are you dealing with the Fatui?
It's Zhongli and Child. And you're also one of the Harbingers?
Senora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember.
City of Bards. Kinda.
Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Just gonna stay calm.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Well, you're really more socially awkward than I thought, child.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
I never trusted them.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
What?
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you.
The fuck? How does your mind function?
The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Senora and Zhongli.
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Agreement?
What in the world are you talking about?
You don't have to give them anything, you know?
The contract is fulfilled.
Oh, fuck, right.
That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid.
And this is why the god of contracts isn't a good god to rule over a land. Of course. Wow.
How sanctimonious.
I did have my suspicions, but I didn't think he was this idiotic.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
Because I guess he's conditioned.
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract.
Huh?
For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Why did you feign your death then?
You don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of it goes into an uproar.
Were you a dragon before this?
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Oh, maybe Rival's went that I actually wanted to see.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Yeah, no joke, man. You have something to explain to them.
I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
So you had a middle-aged... You had a middle-age crisis because...
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age?
What does this have to do?
I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
With Sara?
So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
But, why trade that for... What the fuck?
Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning.
You at least know what they're going to use it for?
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
But wait, I've noticed since we killed that god that Paimon's scarf has different colors on it now. It's weird.
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too.
But still, why give up the Gnosis? What the fuck are you thinking?
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child, just as I had requested.
You could have done this without the help of Fatoi, you know?
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler.
Still, where are you giving away the Gnosis?
These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
But why are you giving away the Gnosis?
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
Shut up, child.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Still, why is he giving you the Gnosis? I'm still on that point!
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You really embarrassed yourself this time.
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
I don't care, I'm not from here.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Yeah, honestly, the end of the Josh battle was the best end ever.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Oh, you're an edgy guy.
Do as you wish.
And do you guys have portals or something? Still, why is he giving you the Gnosis? I don't get that.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me?
What could possibly reward that Gnosis?
Right. As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Then why the fuck did you give it away?
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts.
God of contracts.
If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
The fuck? That reminds me to another game plot, but I don't remember what it was.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales...
No joke, Sachi. Every single day there's a new iceberg for them, and it's like, guys, do you know that your stuff was known for years now, don't you? Although some of them are interesting.
Uncover that answer for yourself in your future journey.
I guess the kicking stone was the discovery of Luigi actually being in Super Mario 64. I guess there's when people started to look around more secrets of video games. But yeah, it looks like a renaissance of the creepypasta genre. Still, why do you give the
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo Archon? Paimon's so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Sure.
You're so petty.
No shit. Devat has his own laws. What are you trying to imply with that? Game?
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
I guess so. But really, what do they mean with Devat has his own laws? I don't like the phrasing of that. Up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Hey, flowers.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
I guess they're going to assume the god is dead, although it might as well be because it doesn't have power anymore.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
I think Child might be influenced now.
The Fatui? Okay. They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Why did he give away the gnosis?
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
No shit.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel.
Yeah, he's really in trouble now.
Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millelith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
An announcement here. There.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words.
We're going to turn this thing into a... How's it called? Monarchy-based land. Lord Ningguang will be the new empress.
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains,
Imagine that shit.
It too must return to dust. This is common knowledge.
Because there will be nobody to oppose that considering their power.
Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened.
I'm distracted by the new colors in Paimos' scarf. They're new, right?
Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Because that means that maybe she's getting the same powers I am getting.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
They said that Rex Lapis died because of the divine trial.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
No joke.
Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That's possible.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Okay, I guess goodbye, God. Oh. Okay.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
Are they gonna establish new laws now?
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Amogus.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
I mean, they don't have any choice.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
I'm gonna get away from here.
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
How did you see anything?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
All of them more in Louis.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, what are we looking for, sister?
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Yeah, I was actually going to say that. So either that's the first time that we hear you talking. So that's not the best way to ask for something. You could say, could you help me in my troubles?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Oh no.
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless?
I mean, I don't have anything of worth. I mean, I don't want anything of worth from this land. Because there's barely anything of worth.
If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
Well, other than absolute power, but I guess you won't give me that.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll
That's
never
the point,
see
I
Rex
guess.
Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years?
To be fair, you never skipped on like a certain other god that I know.
Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
With why will Morax like Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
I still don't know how you convinced everyone that you were in charge of the funeral affairs instead of being a normal worker.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to.
Kinda thought so.
But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
You also spend my money.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
Give me back my money.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
Yeah, actually, I wish we could.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea,
the fuck?
Inazuma, is presently closed.
Who's the god who rules Inazuma?
The Electro Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Amogus.
Yeah, it's weird because the whip has a hitbox that is really small.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
There we go. No. Why don't they have the isolated?
Elder gods, the elder gods. Trust in the elder gods. The elder gods. The elder gods have spoken. The elder gods. Elder gods. The elder gods. The elder gods. Elder gods. Elder gods. The elder gods. Elder gods. What? The elder gods. Elder gods. Elder gods. Elder gods.
By the way, that's kind of like after hearing really cool names like Rex Lapis, Barbatos. Why did she go by the most generic electric related name ever?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Well, you know what I say. I don't know what they say.
Your memes end here.
Could be that other Raiden too. The Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year.
I wasn't here last year, could you fill me in?
Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
Let's discuss this shit in the middle of public.
It's because of visions.
Eh?
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
Oh.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
The what?
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
So there's no people with vision in Inazuma. Okay, this is going to be easy since I don't have one, but...
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
She's that kind of a goddess.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
She's really paranoid that she could be killed. Oh my god, the Fatui are going to get her easily.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity.
Also, we were told that the only remaining gods that were the original iterations of the original seven were Barbatos and you. So if that's true, that means that Raiden also has died. Then why the fuck is she called the Archon of Eternity? What? Oh, I hope it's working. Damn it.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven.
What the fuck, does she want to revive Dio?
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So, about the trial.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead.
Any inkling siblings? I have a brother. Probably you'll never meet him because he works as a teacher. Like I said, but other than him, I don't have any other siblings.
I hinted as much to the Adepti as well.
With him, we're pretty close. It is good. He's pretty kind with me.
How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
What about Childe?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Childe.
Yeah, I'm kind to him. We have a good relationship.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Childe did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god.
So he's still going to get charged with crimes here in Liyue.
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
I still don't know how the fuck they allow the Fatui to have diplomatic relations here in Mondstadt.
Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Childe's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now.
Probably.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
As for Early Kishin,
the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Then it's really unfortunate when you have to when you have to hold those kind of relationships with people that are close to you. Because it's whenever you have to like interact with someone that is close with you and it's not really on good terms, it gets drained. It drains you.
Keqing is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else?
I hope you can... Yeah, I feel that. I hope that at least you can improve the situation somehow, not necessarily with your brothers, I mean improve your own situation, if it is to the point that it's non-solvable with them. I hope that you can solve your own situation, man. You don't just have to have that much burden. No, what Mora?
Right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat?
Alright, you created all the Mora here.
Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
I still don't understand how is that the only mint.
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
Wait, did I really not make it industrial by now? After 2,700 years?
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
It's the law of inflation, Paimon. Get down! I understand. Hopefully you're able to, like, how it's called, overcome those kind of things with when you keep going through your life, man. Sometimes it's like that, sadly, but with enough experience, even if it's experience from your own, like, from your own front, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily having to go directly to people, like interacting directly with them all the time, or suddenly becoming an extrovert. I don't mean that. It's just that the more you go through it, it's like you start to get familiarized because of the own nature of life. It's yeah, it's a bad position to be, like, really alienated from other people. I've lived it myself, and it's honestly not pretty. I remember I was alone for 15 years, so sorta, no joke. But luckily I found people that I can say are my friends, and from there I started to open up a little bit more to the rest of the world. So it's all about having at least a little bit of experience with those situations, and sometimes it comes to you. Sometimes you have to search it for yourself, but once you have it, you can start opening it up.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
I understand it, man. Really, I've been there. No joke, I've been there. But it's sometimes it's about pushing it through, even if it hurts us for some time.
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
I guess he didn't think of it.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time.
For being the god of contrast, you're really stupid.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Nothing else,
well,
I guess.
Then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
And it will come to play because apparently patch 1.5 will bring in Asuma, or did I get the news wrong? I don't remember. So yeah, it's a good thing that I held off from playing all this time. To Catherine Mondstadt. Wow, what for? Oh, a second, I first wanted to see. Yeah. Where was it? Oh yeah, I have a backpack full of shit of all kind. Yeah, but I wanted to see the reputation mark. Yes, sir. And here it's called the Ministry of affairs. I'm actually more a person of solo story gameplay. What I do enjoy a bunch of multiplayer games, like a Splatoon for obvious reasons, but I haven't been able to play that in a long while. Thanks, internet, by the way, for not allowing me to. The Ministry of Civil Affairs. Okay, what's the reputation? Now I can access to this, which is cool. This pretty much tells you how many quests are left in a region. I guess it's yeah, it can get to that because you just want to improve, but sometimes you cannot. Like I know the how, but still, even like that, if you can leave away the feelings of too much competitiveness, like I don't know, feeling like the top of the top, even if you just say, oh yeah, I improve little by little, or this is my top but I still get fun with it, is like you get rid of the feeling. Still, I prefer a lot more solo story gameplay because it's like it brings me more feelings. It's like it's good stuff like Xenoblade story. It was great. Like it. All the stuff that Hollow Knight is bringing me is good. It's like I prefer solos because of that. It's like they have a lot more packed quality within them. Like you can get a new wing, and if you finish the reputation rewards, as various ways, you can do a bounty hunt 3 times a week and do quests 3 times a week too. And they share quests and requests, if I remember correctly, between Mondstadt and Luigi. The only thing that they don't share is the quest count. So now that we cleared out Luli, what the heck is left for us until the next patch, at least? If Inazuma is coming up the next patch. Also, it's curious. Mondstadt, Luigi, and Inazuma, and Raiden, they went for fully Japanese with that. European, Chinese, Japanese. I guess they're going for different things here.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
We're getting new allies.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring.
No shit.
Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions
is it really going to try to sell me Star Vision?
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Did by any chance speak in Japanese and was trying knives?
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait, do you mean...
I guess we're the only 2 blondes. Yeah, because even Jean is not exactly as blonde as us.
Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man.
A distant relative of Kaya's? What does having a patch have to be with being a relative to someone?
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? My patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead.
Okay.
After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests.
But I'm limited by the guild.
And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
Sounds like a tough customer.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all.
The honorary knights of a night order that is pretty messy. Oh, okay. Good night, Sachi. Thank you. Thank you for coming, see ya.
Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Alright then, about a stranger.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence?
He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger.
I mean, guards see a lot of people coming through, so
success, adventurer.
maybe he already forgot. The Prelude, a Dainslev. Could already be stuff about Inazuma or something? Or maybe stuff related to my sister.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an age patch.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while.
Another traveler?
I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air.
Really, Amber?
As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
I don't know, it could be another god.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
No joke.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no?
Why though? Is not like the monster nice have anything more important to do? As far as I know.
Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
I love your accent. I don't know why it's so endearing. Wagner.
What? You need something?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
Sure. I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned though.
So he really is from another land.
He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then.
It would be weird if he didn't.
Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Benny. Da, 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 da. Time. I wonder why they give a lot of notoriety to the word time. There's a bunch of theories saying that there may be an element that rules all over elements being that time, and that there's an Archon of Time somewhere. So people also think that Paimon might be the Archon of Time, but I don't know, it seems far-fetched. Charles.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Charles does, Mystery Diners. Another day, another lack of alcohol options.
Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
By the way, why do you let Venti drink here if he looks younger than me?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them.
What the heck?
I don't know anything else about him. but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Let's go. Again, to hide in the tower and we are not good for anything else.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
Hey, look, it's Dimitri from Three Houses.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Okay. There you are. Hi, I'm Adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. How are you? I'm an honorary Knight of Favonius.
He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
Oh, I was joking with the Dimitri part, by the way, so I'm a traveler.
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my lost relative. And you look similar to us.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
Emergency food.
Not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us.
Sure.
Huh?
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Of course. How much?
500 mora and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Well, here's the 500 mora.
Thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Do I need to answer them all correctly?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude.
A personality test?
I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
A test to know which YouTuber I am?
Question 1.
A test about to know which Nickelodeon character I am?
The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
Well, I guess that he knows.
I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question.
Well, the only thing most of people gave us the victory. I couldn't have done it without Ben. He couldn't have done it without. Couldn't have done it without me, and we couldn't have done it without the Knights of Favonius.
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Liyue Harbor.
So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Those with visions?
So, this is your answer then. I understand. As I thought. You really are similar to her.
What do you mean, her?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Well, I have met some Abyss mages in the past.
Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Right, I forgot about the Abyss had a good order and shit. Wait, what can do about it?
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
Herald?
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Well, since the Storm Terrain incident ended, we haven't seen one.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too!
Pretty much.
We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid.
They're preparing their ranks.
It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
Well, I'll defeat them.
We're super duper strong!
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
I don't know where this is going.
Come, my friend. Wine and adventure.
Even if you are
But I think I know where this is leading me. It's already been 4 hours, and since that's the case, I think I may have to spread this here, because if I remember correctly, this should do something. Another quest, important quest. So perhaps I should really leave this to the next time, because first we're gonna encounter enemies, and since they're tough enemies, because if it's really behind an arrow, that means a new type of enemy that I haven't seen yet, and I need to be a little bit more prepared. Not only that, but we also have more important matters with the story now. It's probably going to take a while. I wouldn't like to cut it off in the middle, so let's cut it off right here at the start before anything keeps going, alright? Because it probably is related to her. So hey, I guess I'll cut it off right here. So, right here in Mondstadt, I will end the matter right here. Now we've done interesting progress. I cannot believe that took me over 3 hours to do. No joke. Also, yeah, I didn't enter the wish menu because here you can see his real name, Tartaglia. Child. But hey, anyways, we'll end our travels in Teyvat right now, because this is going to something good before the land of Inazuma, which I thought will be first. But hey, I guess I'm gonna end this, no problema. And not wrong one. There we go. Oh, achievement. Give me a second before I forget. Oh, can I wish right here? No, not enough. I thought so. Okay, that's gonna end the game. Come up here. Okay, and that has been Genshin Impact for the night, everyone. Honestly, curious the way they're handling story sake. Honestly, I'm really it's, to me it's nice that each land has their cultural difference and stuff like that, different origins, different conflicts and stuff. It's cool. I just wish they could improve the gameplay more than just hitting stuff to something else. Like I said, the better conclusion I think will be if they somehow manage to add combos that you have to do instead of just hitting. Because if they do that, then it will be a more round up gameplay. But hey, thanks to anyone that watched that with me on stream, really appreciate it. Thanks if you're watching this on the YouTube version. I swear to God, I'm trying to upload the Ori and the Blind Forest last stream that I had, but for some reason it's not processing well when I stitch it back together. So yeah, we'll be back. But hey, we have nothing else to say. Have a good day, have a good night, have whatever you're having right now, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.